This episode is brought to you by Shopify. Upgrade your business with Shopify, home of the #1 checkout on the planet. Shop Pay boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning fewer carts going abandoned and more sales going cha-ching. So if you're into growing your business, get a commerce platform that's ready to sell wherever your customers are. Visit shopify.com to upgrade your selling today.
Hi, here's your report.
Thanks, Jane. I wish I could hire a whole team of yous.
Try posting a job on LinkedIn. It's the world's largest professional network. Unlike resumes, LinkedIn gives a real-time view into a candidate's skills, experiences, and more.
Let's do it. You're irreplaceable, Jane, but another you would be great.
Find your perfect match with LinkedIn. Post your free job at linkedin.com/achieve. That's linkedin.com/achieve. Terms and conditions apply.
Hello and welcome to I Talk to Ghosts. I'm your spirited host, Jennifer. I'm a professional medium, and I welcome you tonight to join me in my spirit parlor. Take a seat as I light some candles and perhaps glance over your shoulder. I promised spooky topics on these episodes as well, and tonight we're stepping into a shadowed corner of the paranormal, the eerie realm of spirit attachments. Ghosts are known to haunt old houses, abandoned asylums, and shadowy graveyards. But what if a ghost wasn't just lurking in a forgotten place? What if it was lurking inside you? This is what is known as a spirit attachment. A spirit attachment occurs when a disembodied entity connects itself to a living person. It can influence their thoughts, emotions, and energy. As Dr. Edith Fiore described in her book, The Unquiet Dead, these spirits may not even realize that they have passed on. Some seek comfort in the living, while others may take a more insidious hold, subtly manipulating your behavior, draining energy, and even encouraging harmful habits. These attachments can be disruptive, sometimes leading to exhaustion, mood changes, or unexplained urges that don't feel like your own. Tonight, we'll explore the signs, the causes, and of course, how to free yourself from unwanted spectral guests. Now, a small note before we begin. The topic of spirit attachments can be a little controversial, because we are talking about a lot of things in the paranormal sense that very much parallel mental and emotional crisis. If any of the details that we discuss tonight seem very familiar to you, of course, seek professional help before assuming anything is paranormal. And I leave it to all listeners to use their best judgment. Maybe, just maybe, you notice that ever since you visited a certain place, or perhaps after someone you know had passed away, you haven't felt quite like yourself. These could be signs of a spirit attachment. Attachments can happen for many reasons. Some spirits latch onto the living energy because they're lost or confused, seeking comfort in the warmth of the living. Others are more intentional. They may be drawn to certain emotions, grief, fear, anger, or even to a person's aura, like moths to a flame. And then there are those darker entities, feeding off energy, causing exhaustion, strange dreams, or even shifts in personality. So how does one know if they have an extra uninvited companion? Some common symptoms include a sudden or unexplained change in mood or behavior, fatigue, especially after visiting certain places, unusual thoughts or urges that don't feel like they're your own, reoccurring nightmares or sleep disturbances, a sense of being watched or followed. And there's another factor that can leave you vulnerable to these unseen influences, your own state of being. Certain vices, such as excessive drinking, smoking, drug use, can weaken your energetic defenses. When under the influence, your aura can become more permeable, making it easier for opportunistic spirits to latch on. It is believed that some entities are drawn to altered states of consciousness, feeding off the energy shifts that substances can create. This is why in many spiritual traditions, purification and clarity are emphasized before engaging with the unseen. If you frequently indulge and notice an increase in paranormal disturbances, it might be time to consider how these habits are affecting your energetic boundaries. And here's something even more unsettling. Sometimes the attachment itself can influence you to indulge more. Spirits that feed off low vibrational energy or altered states may subtly encourage you to continue these habits, deepening their hold. That inexplicable urge to indulge in another, that persistent craving for a vice you swore you cut back on, it could be your own, or could it be something whispering in your ear, nudging you down a darker path? Recognizing this possibility is the first step towards breaking free of it. If you suspect an attachment, there are ways you can break free. Cleansing techniques, protective rituals, and even calling on your spirit guides and higher self can help sever the unwanted tether. We'll go over these methods, including one of my favorite energy clearing exercises, in just a moment. Let's talk about real stories. Throughout history, there have been chilling cases of spirit attachments. People who unknowingly brought something home from an old asylum or cemetery or even an antique shop. I'll share a few of these tales, and maybe you'll start to wonder if you've ever had an unseen hitchhiker yourself. Here are some examples of spirit attachments based on The Unquiet Dead by author Dr. Edith Fiore. In her book, Fiore describes a man struggling with alcoholism who sought therapy and, under hypnosis, revealed that he had a spirit attachment. The spirit had latched onto him, influencing his cravings and worsening his habits. After a spirit release session, the man felt an immediate decrease in his compulsions. Number 2. A woman experienced chronic depression and unexplained sorrow. Through regression therapy, it was discovered that a spirit of a grieving mother who had lost a child was attached to her. The spirit's unresolved emotions were affecting the woman's mood and energy. Once guided into the light, the woman's emotional state significantly improved. Number 3. The vengeful former lover. A man suffered from sudden bursts of anger and relationship difficulties. Hypnotherapy revealed that he had an attachment from a former lover who had passed away. The spirit held resentment and unconsciously influenced his emotions. After releasing the attachment, his relationships and emotional stability improved. These are just some of the stories that Dr. Fiore covers in her book. Again, that book is titled The Unquiet Dead, and it is a very interesting, if not sometimes chilling, read. Each of these cases illustrates how spirit attachments can influence a person's thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, often without them realizing it. Now that we've explored the eerie reality of spirit attachments, let's talk about how to get rid of them. If you suspect you've had an unwanted presence clinging to your energy, here are some powerful ways to break free. Number 1, Cleansing rituals. Regularly cleanse your energy and living space with blessing herbs or incense. Smoke has been used for centuries to clear negative energies, and I believe one of the first Spirit Parlor episodes I did was how to cleanse your space. So go back and listen to that episode if you haven't heard it yet, or if you want a little bit of a reminder. Number 2, salt baths. A bath with sea salt or Epsom salt can help clear unwanted energy from your aura. Epsom salts are readily available at many stores, and soaking in Epsom salts is such a simple yet powerful and effective way to cleanse your energy. Plus, there are other health benefits to it as well. Number 3, visualization and energy work. Picture yourself surrounded by a bright, protective light, cutting any energetic cords that feel heavy and draining. I mentioned at the beginning that I have my own personal energy cleansing ritual that I do, and it certainly falls into this category. I love to visualize like a glass jar container, and inside of it is a rainbow prismatic light. And in my mind's eye, I will open this jar and I will gather any kind of heavy, dense, dark feeling energy that is in any area of my body and kind of scoop it up into this jar. When I feel that I am done and I have collected all of this dense energy, I will seal the jar and I will visualize throwing that jar at the sun while saying, "May you go with grace." Not only is this a really powerful visualization, it also lends itself a little bit of levity, and laughter and humor certainly raises our energy and our vibrations. Number 4, you can call on spiritual protection. Ask your spirit guides, ancestors, or higher self for protection. Archangel Michael is often called upon for spiritual cleansing. So if that resonates with you, go ahead and do a little research on Archangel Michael and explore working with angel energy. Number 5, sound healing. Bells, singing bowls, or chanting can help raise your vibration and drive away unwanted spirits. 6, affirmations and boundaries. Declare out loud that you are releasing any negative attachments and setting firm boundaries. Feel it and believe it. And of course, number 7, seek spiritual professional help. If the attachment is persistent, seeking help from a reputable energy healer or spiritual practitioner might be necessary. The key is to stand firm in your intention. You are stronger than any unwanted spirit. This is your space. This is your energy. You have the power to reclaim your energy and your space. If you're interested in learning more about spirit attachments and spiritual protection, here are some fascinating books that I recommend. I've already mentioned a few times The Unquiet Dead, A Psychologist Treats Spirit Possession by Dr. Edith Fiore. In that book, she shares real cases of spirit attachments and how they were resolved. Another great book is Spirit Releasement Therapy, A Technique Manual by William J. Baldwin. It provides a deeper look into removing spirit attachments through energy work. And lastly, The Art of Psychic Protection by Judy Hall. She offers practical techniques for shielding yourself from unwanted energies. So there you go. Thank you for keeping me company as we explore this spooky topic of spirit attachments. It's rather unsettling to think that unknowingly you're being influenced by something paranormal. If you've had your own experience with spirit attachment, I would love to hear your story. And I hope that you found solutions and help that you needed to clear it from your space and energy. You can always email me at speaknow@italktoghosts.com, leave a comment on this episode where you can. And even if you haven't had your own personal experience, I always invite others to express their thoughts on the subjects that I talk about. So there you go. Until next time, stay aware, stay protected, and as always, take care.
If you enjoy stories of the paranormal and the unexplained, join me for They're Not Shadows. As I got out of the car, lightning lit up the sky. The trees making a jagged display through the rain. They're not shadows. It's a spooky good time.
Hello? Are you okay?
Fear Daily is a podcast that takes you into the shadows of the past, unearthing the 1990s most terrifying tales of monsters, madness, and life after death. Discovered on a forgotten bulletin board server somewhere in Pennsylvania's Rust Belt, these stories are an archive of humanity's strangest encounters with the unknown as told by the people who experienced them. Written by Brennan Storr, creator of the Ghost Story Guys, and hosted by Brandon Scheck-Snyder of Southern Gothic, Fear Daily is your window into the dark corners of our world. Follow Fear Daily today on your favorite podcatcher to receive new episodes Monday through Friday each and every week.